Hello, crypto. Welcome to another episode of Crypto Rules Everything Around Me. Cream. Follow the cream. Get closer to your dream. This channel is created for technical analysis, educational purposes, and entertainment only. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take anything I say here as financial advice. Everything is strictly my opinion, and it's a way to track the performance of my portfolio in the crypto market. Let's get started. Today we have Bitcoin at 530. Sorry. We have Bitcoin at 30,566. It's up 1.22%, and while the high is at $31,081, and the low is 29,829. Right, so as you can see, some of these coins, LRC, I think Dogedash trainers mentioned this coin to me before, but I didn't buy it. So I'm missing out on some nice gains, 27% right there, and AAVE 15%. So as you can see, while Bitcoin is up, there's some nice gains in the altcoins, right? Let's get to the Coinmarket cap. Coinmarket, it's at the market cap of the whole crypto industry is at $1.3 trillion. Bitcoin at 44.3 dominance and Ethereum at 19.1 dominance. For the week, Bitcoin is up 3.3%, while Ethereum is at 3.4%. As you can see, whenever Bitcoin is up like 1 to 5%, some alts will take advantage of this and they will rally higher, right? So 3% gain in a week, BNB is up by 13%, right? So just the way it is, just because Bitcoin has a 44.3% dominance. All right, so we have some bullish news here that I want to talk about. We have here World Economic Forum. If you guys don't know who WEF is, where have you been for the last few years? They are the ones that are behind, I believe, the whole pandemic bullshit and the mandating of the vaccine. But I don't want to get into to any conspiracy theory talks. We'll just get into the crypto talk, right? So WF, if you guys don't know, please do your research. They're the ones doing this whole agenda about climate change, mass adoption of cryptocurrencies. They're working with the WHO and IMF, so they are playing a big part in what's to come, whatever the global changes we are going to experience in the next few years, and they will have a big influence in that, right? So please do your research on who they are and what they're influencing and what they're doing currently. But this title was interesting, so I'm going to talk about it. This is the headline that came out today on Monday, May 23rd, right? So World Economic Forum is taken over by crypto firms promoting rapid adoption. They're pushing for this agenda as they were pushing for the pandemic agenda as well, right? So they were, I guess, trying to fast track the adoption faster than we expected to be, but we all knew this happening. They post news globally about countries launching their own CBDCs. And I believe the reason why all these countries are launching their own digital currency is eventually these digital currencies that each country will have will be used to bridge. You'll be able to use these currencies to bridge in the crypto world in the crypto market, right? It's kind of obvious that's where we're headed. So the use of fiat money will be, I don't know, it'll eventually fade out. I believe this is just based on my research. You don't have to listen to what I say, but it'll be interesting to see what they will implement in the next year or so, since they seem to be fast tracking their crypto agenda. So let me read a few lines in this article. So again, this came out today, all right? So despite the cryptocurrency market undergoing a turbulent moment, enthusiasts of digital assets are dominating the 2022 World Economic Forum meeting in Davos, which brings together both global political and business leaders. If you guys don't know what these are, these meetings from WEF, they include the leaders of the world, people in power, and they do try to plan something that quote unquote benefits the way of living globally, or the way or change the financial system, right? They have these meetings trying to implement new ways to be more efficient, I guess, in the financial industry, or like I think recently they want to do the climate change too, but we all know this is bigger things. Again, I don't want to get into the conspiracy theories of the OEF. I just want to stick to the cryptocurrency. I don't want to get sidetracked, so let me continue reading this. Cryptocurrency executives from different firms attending the meeting have taken over Davos Main Street to push See, for the adoption of digital assets, right? So they're pushing for this. Take notes. Please do a research on WF and what they are. They even actually have a list of their own cryptos that they're pushing for. I will show those after I finish this article. So in this line of different activities, including a free Bitcoin pizza stall in the liquidity lounge, are among the treats offered to attendees on the sideline of the event. Several blockchain companies like Securency, I never heard of that, are leading the cryptocurrency agenda. Quote unquote agenda, right? According to the firm CEO Don Donia, attending this year's session aims to establish relationships and network and highlight how to bridge the gap between new technologies and traditional finance. I'm laughing and smiling because I never even read this article. And as I just mentioned, they will bridge their CBDCs, right? And look, right there, highlighting how to bridge the gap between new technologies. So I believe this is the future, right? Please do a lot of research. Like there's been a lot of talks. I already knew, like, since last year, we knew over 90% of these cryptocurrencies will not make it. 95%, 90 to 95% will disappear. So find out which ones are the winners by, I guess, following WF. As much as I don't like them, we can't stop them, but we can definitely join them in their financial plans. And if you guys don't know which coins they hold, I will show you here. They posted these last year as well. So the World Economic Forum has their choice of winning crypto projects, all right? And this is not hidden. They post this in their website. You can go to their website and do your research there. Don't take my word for it. So here it is. Someone tweeted it. I even made my own list back then. This list exists in their website again. So if you guys want to click on that, I'll enlarge it. All right. So they're posting the winners or who they think that's gonna lead, right? So for the people who's been planning the pandemic and been, influencing the world leaders on how to treat the pandemic, I would definitely listen to them when they're posting stuff about crypto. Again, do your own research, but the top crypto that they're pushing for are Algorand, ALGO. I own Algorand as well. Cardano, I recently started exploring the network, and I own a few thousand of it, but not much, but I would like to own more. CELO, I've never owned. XRP, I'm a big advocate for XRP. I'm a big investor for XRP, only because of its technology. Again, I want to talk about that later. I'm just skimming through the coins that WF support, all right? So Solana as well is part of that list, and Stellar, XLM. All right, so this is the list that WF is holding, or they're pushing for, or they posted about in their own website. Again, don't take my word for it. Do your own research. And then there's also an ISO 2022 list of cryptos, and I believe these are definitely a crypto to watch, just because they are connected with WF and the IMFs, all right? So if you guys don't know what ISO is, it's International Organization for Standardization. All right? It's a non-governmental global organization based in Geneva, Switzerland, right? So all the rich people are where? In Switzerland, in Geneva, right? So these guys are in power. Definitely do your research, but if I was to bet on cryptos which will last, I will bet on the ones that the people in power are using, right? You can't go against them. You might as well join them. I'm not saying these are the only crypto that will last, but they will be definitely on the top 100 easily. And to find out what those ISO 2022 tokens are, here again, Ripple is number 1, Stellar, XLM, Zenfin, XCC. If you guys don't know what that is, do your research as well. I need to buy a bag of those. IOTA, I did own, but I sold. Again, Algorand, HBAR, Hedera. It's been on my watch list. I sold, and now I need to get back in. And QNT, and also Cardano, and yeah. All right, so definitely keep these on your list. They are part of the UF and, again, IMF. So yeah, that's just the reason why I put that in, because they were in the headline of the news today. So just to create awareness, right? There's a lot of coins out there. Start focusing on the ones that matter, because once this thing flips, don't miss out on the opportunities, all right? So let's get back to Bitcoin. All right, this is the technical analysis of Bitcoin. I haven't erased anything since my last TA last week, and let me erase that. So currently, All right, the bullish cross is happening and it is continuing, which is good to see. It wasn't a fake out as it did over here. All right, so let me actually erase that. Let me do. So over here it touched and then it just went back down. As you can see, zooming in, the green line did touch the red line, but then went back down, which is a fake out. But over here, it touched it, right, and it pierced through. So now the green line is over the red, so that's a bullish indicator. At the same time, we're looking at the RSI. Here's RSI. It's approaching 50, I guess. And I keep saying I will not be bullish until the 50 RSI is broken. That's 47, but that seems to be, so yeah, 48 around there. But RSI is inching towards there. It's currently at 39, no, 40, right? The stochastic RSI is currently at oversold, so we might see a hidden divergence, meaning when this goes down, and if the trend is up, that is a divergence. So I will definitely keep an eye on that. But at the same time, the stochastic RSI doesn't have to do the divergence. It could also do this. It could flatline while the trend continues up. So at the same time, I've been watching for the past few days. Bitcoin has nothing but, it's been struggling to break this support, resistance at 31. I'm keeping an eye out on this resistance right here, just because I don't know why Bitcoin is struggling to break it. You know, whenever Bitcoin moves, it can easily delete these resistance, but the whole weekend it's been just lingering around 29 to 30, 29, 30 in the hourly chart at least. But until it breaks this resistance, I won't get excited yet. But I would certainly get excited once Bitcoin definitely breaks this resistance here at the 50 EMA at 35,000. I think my last video was 36, but ever since I recorded that video, I believe the 50 EMA sloped down a bit. So from 36, it is now touching the 35, right? So the EMAs follow the trends of the price. So if the trend kind of continues down, the EMAs will do a downward trend with the price. So from 36, it went down to 35,500. The resistance at the 50 EMA and the resistance at 200 EMA. Again, if you guys are new to my channel, you guys don't know why I call EMAs EMA, click on the top right link right now. I explain all the indicators I use and why I call EMA EMA. Alright, I explain it in my own different way, so if you guys need to be educated on why I use indicators I use, click on that link. So, but let's move forward. So these are going to be my main resistance for Bitcoin, 35,000 and 41,000, which are the 50 and 200 EMA. Sorry, the music stopped. But for now, we're at this range where Bitcoin, as you can see, is just right in the damn middle. It's kind of just like boring. And if you're a trader, this is like annoying right here because it's right in between, right? That resistance at 31,000 and support at 28.5, right? So it's just right in between that. And if you're trading this whole weekend, you probably would have got annoyed. And that's what the whole crypto market does. It fucks with you mentally, and it gets to a point where sometimes you just want to give up, and then you get restless, and then you get reckless with your trade and just say, YOLO, you're either gonna go put a leverage trading going up and hope it does, or leverage going down and short and hopefully it does, right? So this play right here is gonna be annoying as hell because it's right in between the resistance and support. So if you're trading, please be careful. If you're new, stay away because I still believe this support is not out of the picture yet. It definitely isn't. All right. So a lot of people might say, yeah, we're not hitting that. They're against it. But then again, what is your experience in the market? I don't know. I'm talking based on my experience alone, but I'm not saying you will hit it. But it's just there's a lot of things that could lead to this price. Downward price, because next week I think someone even mentioned on Discord, which is a fair argument, saying that next week, no, on June June 1st, I think Jerome Powell's coming out with the unemployment numbers and the recession or whatever inflation or whatever bad news that the U.S. is coming out with, right? And we all know global markets are affected by whatever news U.S. Brings out, right? So at the same time, it is not news about the job losses or the layoffs or whatever. This is all obvious, but it's just the markets take advantage of these horrible newses that they're about to come out and release. Even though it is publicly known, the market will always play the bad news as a downtrend, or it could fake it out, right? It could fake out, and let's say the news comes. Let's say we start rallying, which the trend is up right now, right? Let's say we start rallying, and then June 1st comes and we're touching this 50 EMA. I would be worried about a big retracement just because that bad news could lead to a downward trend, even though it's already known, right? Even though it's already known, but the market will always play bad news the way they always play with, the way they always played with, right? So as I say, be careful if you're trading. There could be a small rally up to June 1st, as I said, because there's gonna be some bad news coming out that month, as someone mentioned. I will never take out fundamentals out of the play in the market. All right. So yeah, that's my analysis for Bitcoin just for today and just where I think it's headed until June. So just be careful. But for now, let's enjoy these gains and let's not be ignorant to what's happening globally. Right? There's a chance of recession. There's still a war in Ukraine that could definitely affect the price of the market. All right. So don't be ignorant about that. But for now, like I said, enjoy the gains we have. So before we get into Dogedash, one of the top coins that I hold for long term, I want to point out that they did come out with some nice bullish news on Discord. If you haven't joined Discord yet, I will definitely post a link on the description below. Join it because they posted this nice bullish announcement. Sorry, wrong one. Let me pause. It's taking a while to load. All right, so it loaded. So here's announcements in the HELLO.ONE Discord. Here it is. Let me click it on. What do you call it? Actually, it's caged. I don't know why my freaking thing is lagging. Okay, so if you are this is posted by Sanders, CEO of Dogedash or HELLO.ONE. If you are in every doubt at how Web3 industry sees Hello, just take a look at who's speaking at the Coinmarket Worldwide Conference. All right, there's a Coinmarket conference alongside with CZ and Michael Saylor. All right, this conference has, guess who's going to be a speaker? Guys, the founder himself, Paul Caslin, with the other big names here, the CTO of Bitfinex, Paulo Ardian. I can't pronounce his last name. I'll just butcher it. Sebastian Bourget, co-founder and CEO of Sandbox and Decentralized Metaverse. Founder of Solend, I don't know who that is, and founder and CEO of Frontier. All right, so Paul will be, he will be up in the conference with these people. All right, so big names. It's not just a small thing. This is definitely big news. And once the word gets out about what HELLO.ONE and what Paul Caslin is doing with this project, you will definitely miss a train if you're not in it yet. All right, now financial advice. I've been invested in the Dogedash since November. Right, I've been the highs and lows, and I've been DCAing. I've been buying on the dips and taking advantage of the low price just because I know what the project is doing based on my own research. All right. They have another play to earn coming out, their second game. They already have a play to earn currently right now, and I will show you my winnings. Dash to the Dead is coming out by the second quarter, and the migration is happening soon. Right, 2 weeks left. They announced 3 weeks last week, so I'm excited for what's happening. And finally, some news came out in light of a stagnant bear market. There hasn't been much news. But this actually gives boost and confidence in the project since nothing has been released for a while. So yeah, something definitely to look forward to. And if you guys want to see their Twitter, here's their Twitter. All right, so they're happy to announce again, Paul Caslin and big names in this conference. So just creates more exposure, more names that are coming. That see what Paul's doing, the better it is for the project. More, yeah. So big things happening. Let's get into the TA. All right. As you can see, I didn't delete these lines, and they're playing perfectly well on my last analysis. Look at that resistant. All right, this is for my last analysis. I haven't done anything. Is touching the 50 EMAs. Again, if you're not using the 50 EMAs on your charts, you definitely need to put and add it into your indicators. 50 and 200 EMA are a must for identifying resistance and supports. And look at that, the price perfectly in 12 hours touched the 250 EMA, which is the yellow line, and now forming the second candle right on it. So we'll see if it's about to break out above the 50 EMA. Price above 50 EMA is bullish, and it seems to be on track to break that 1.00018 resistance. So if I was to erase that, all right, and create new ones. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's get to the volume. So the reason why the price, remember on my last video, I posted we need volume. So we kind of like doubled up on the volume. I think we're at 19,000. So no, I think 3x on the volume alone, right? So that 3x on volume caused a lot of buying pressure, as I can see if I scroll down here, right? So a lot of buys have been showing up since the increase in volume at 96K. That's good to see, and as I mentioned, that resistance at 50 EMA is good to see, while the next candle is now forming. So what's next after that? So this is the resistance, right, at 0.8, because it was right here. All right, so this support is now a resistance, which is currently getting tested, which is good to see. The next resistance that I have will be around this area. All right, because as you can see, there's been a lot of price action in that area. So the price action is at 22.00022, and after that would be here at 200 EMA. Okay, and look at that, it's just right around here in that range, and there's been plays on that range as well before. So 200 EMA would be at 0.00026, and I mentioned the RSI should be 50, and I'm bullish, and look at that, it is currently at 58. It finally broke above the 50 RSI that I've been asking for and mentioning or talking about in the last few days or the last few videos. So that RSI is now broken. I would like to see it hit the 70 range and then eventually break new prices here in the resistance levels. But if it was to fail, which I doubt, the support level would be here. All right, it formed it over here. So support level, yeah, this is a new support. If it does hit this, man, I don't know, I would definitely go hard and buy maybe 100 million coins if the migration doesn't happen yet. All right, so that's Dogedash technical analysis. All right, the resistance are in place, but before it goes to 0.009, it will retest this support at 0.00125 if it goes down, right? But for now, the trend is strong. I'm confident with the news coming out that if they somehow release the news of the demo coming out soon or in the week, I expect these resistance broken easily. Okay, so the resistance at 0.0026, 0.0022, and currently we're testing the 50 EMA at 0.0017. So it's a good sign for Dogedash. I'm excited for the news, and now I will show you the winnings as the way I track my winnings in Dogedash. Right, so for 6 days I've owned the NFT, right, the chain NFT. But before the chain NFT, I was ranking over here. As you can see, I was just playing without the NFT. I was just doubling up on my returns, right? So it wasn't bad of return without NFT, but ever since I acquired the NFT, my winnings have 2x at least. All right, so my 6-day profit without NFT, remember this profit, because the way I calculate it, I subtract the amount of dashes I use and I just post my profits here, right? So everything's strictly profit with the dashes taken out. All right, so 6 days without NFT, my profit for 6 days was 30,056 Dogedash. All right, 6 days after the NFT, strictly profit 83,432. So was it worth it? 100% worth it. I can't wait to get another multiplier with the second game coming out. If you can afford NFT, definitely get a multiplier. It helps a lot. And as you can see right there, numbers speak for itself. Numbers don't lie. All right, so if you guys like the episode you watched today, please like and subscribe and share the video. And I will be making another video regarding Cardano and SBC project, so stay tuned for that one. But for now, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.